Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a video for everyone, but especially for the brides out there. I'm really sorry, I can't shut this. Please don't notice it. So we are looking at wedding makeup today, right? This is going to be good information for everyone, but especially wedding trials, or people who have gone and had their wedding trial done, meaning they've chosen a makeup artist for their wedding day, and this is the first time they are experimenting and testing with different looks so they can settle on a final look for the wedding day. And yes, I've purposely done my lips so I look like I'm dying. Now, these don't always go right, and a lot of the time it's kind of difficult to know if you have chosen a good makeup artist just from looking at their socials. So I always say you shouldn't just base a makeup artist's knowledge or skill set over how many followers they have, because it means nothing. So the whole point in the trial is you experiment, you see what makeup looks good, you find out that your client's skin tone properly, not what they've told you, because sometimes a lot of people don't know their skin type. Sorry, I said tone, I meant type. A lot of people tell you they're oily when they're not. They just get a bit shiny throughout the day and they have like really dry skin. But this is a time for the makeup artist to see what the bride has in terms of inspiration, what they want for the day, what their skin is like, so they can assess what products they're going to use. Write it down, make the whole look final. I personally like to do a trial, and this isn't a one look trial. I will ask so many questions to a point it's like, why are you interrogating me? But we want the look to be perfect. And one key thing I always do with any clients, really, not just with brides, is I give them a hand mirror. I always let them hold a hand mirror. I will also purposely walk away at one point. Maybe I'm grabbing a tissue or doing something, because that's when your client will be like, you know, and it gives them a second just to take it in, and I can come back and I'll be like, oh, take a look in the mirror. How's it all looking? Is there anything you want me to change, add, take away, whatever it is? Now's a great time to let me know. And it's great to ask these questions, because a lot of the time clients won't speak up about it, and that's not their fault. The makeup artist should leave with an idea of what's going to happen. The makeup doesn't have to be perfect by the end of the trial, because the makeup artist now has this thing like, okay, we've done this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to change, but the bride should feel confident in you. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at RobertWLSH for more makeup tips and stuff like that, little short videos. And as I always like to say before these videos, creativity and individuality have no rules, but makeup has a theory, and that's what we're looking at today, especially on people's big days like their wedding day. So let's take a look at some trial fails, let's say.
Alright, today I am getting my bridal makeup trial. So I kind of tried to do my hair kind of bridal-ish, and I'm wearing white, and I got myself tan on my neck. So we'll see. I haven't had my makeup done since like school dances, like high school dances. So it's been like several years. So I'm gonna see what they can do with my makeup. I love doing my own makeup, so this is kind of just a trial to see if I want to have a makeup artist do it or not. But yeah, I'll come back with the finished look. So this is the before. I'll see you after.
Okay, I'm just going to pause it right there, because she has done an incredible job of being prepared, right? She has a tan on, so the makeup artist can be like, hey, this is the shade you're going to be. Although, hopefully the makeup artist has a fully stocked kit full of shades. They can bring 3 or 4 shades that their bride is going to be like. Her hair, she's wearing white, so the colour's all good. Really, really prepared.
Okay, prepare. I really don't like it. I told them natural. I was like a pinky nude lip, pinky eyeshadow, nothing too dramatic. She made my eyebrows super dark. I'm like so upset.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do now.
Many things have gone wrong in this makeup. I'm going to talk about all these finished looks as if the makeup artist was somebody who I was teaching how to do makeup, and take a good look at what's going on here. A few things first. She said natural. Now, I need to change this lip. It's like clogging up on me. So, natural is subjective, but this in no way is natural. If a client said to me, I want natural, the last shade I would be thinking to do on their eyes is this much black. Maybe a tiny bit mixed in with something for some definition, but this much black. This isn't natural. And also what isn't natural are the harsh lines of a brow, the harsh lines of a liner here, where this has been drawn on and not blended in, and also the harsh lines of the lips, and even the textures. Natural to me, and again, this is something you should confirm with your client so you're on the same wavelength. Natural to me means glowy. Skin that has like a glowy finish. Not necessarily like metallic highlight, but looks like natural skin. A glossy lip perhaps, and neutral tones on the lid, and a naturally groomed brow. Now that could be some brow gel and just a pencil lightly stroked through so it looks like brow strokes rather than a block off brow. A few things has been done on the skin here, way too much powder around this area to a point where we've done this thing where we have made the center of the face completely different. The face is now 20 different shades, so there's all this powder here, all this contour here. They've tried to, what looks like, use concealer around the lip, either to erase the lip shade and they've gone outside the lip first, or they've tried to use an angled brush to tidy up the edge of the lip and using a lighter concealer, which you can do with like red lip shades and stuff like that. But what you also have to bear in mind is that when you use something bright around something deeper, so the lip here in comparison to here is lighter, it makes it look puffy. So this whole area around her lip, it looks like her skin around her lip is puffier than the rest of her face, right? Especially here, it sticks out. So the skin in general isn't great. Let's finish listening to what she has to say. Or did we?
I told them natural. I was like a pinky nude lip, pinky eyeshadow, nothing too dramatic. She made my eyebrows super dark. I'm like so upset. I don't know what to do now. Also, like, the lips are awful. The skin's actually not that bad.
It's not good.
She did, like, airbrush. My eyes are, like, so creasy to me. And then look at this eyelash, okay? Love the eyelash. One, that's not on. And then this side is not on, which I guess I could fix. But she also, this is the end of the lash. The end of the lash should go at the end of your eye. Like, she put them too far in.
Not necessarily.
And I don't know what she was doing with this.
Okay, let me just stop it there because I have to say this. This lash is not on. This isn't a full lash anyway. This is like a half lash. If you put this lash at the end of your eye here, it would dip down because it has this flick. It would dip down below your eye. So actually, it's going to make your eyes look downturned. So, because the lash is like this. If you had a lash that was more like this, then yes, you can bring them out to the side, but that's going to make your eyes downturn. Even if this was stuck down properly though, that's not the worst area for a lash. It could be a little bit further out, but you just want to ensure that the lash doesn't go below this line here, if downturned eyes is something you care about. Yes, the lip is awful, the liner stops here, and then something disappears, and then it's like out here. I'm surprised this is airbrush.
Dark underneath, like it's so dramatic, like it's kind of pretty, maybe like for like a winter wedding.
It's not pretty.
I just feel like this aged me so much. Like I feel old.
Yeah.
She also told me I need Botox. So, I don't know. I'm like really sad. I like don't really like this, and I think I already signed the contract, so I just like don't know what to do, but I feel like I can do my makeup way better.
Yeah.
The eyeshadow's not bad. This video did not turn out how I thought it was going to go. What do you guys think I should do? Try not to cry. Ugh.
This doesn't have to be your makeup for your wedding day. Yeah, look. Look how great her skin is. Imagine a really nice glowy foundation, a bit of powder in the right places, a smaller lash. You have to wear a lash on your wedding day, sorry. I'll tell you why as well, and I'll mix it in with this. Imagine the different shades of her face. This white area here, the contour, all this stuff with a camera flash. A flash in general, in different lightings, is going to look insanely strange. It's not good makeup, full stop. Especially, I mean, if this was somebody who was just doing their makeup, fine, but please bear in mind as I critique these, that these people are charging for a service and they better be good at the service they're providing. This isn't good makeup. It's unacceptable. You just had a client, I assume, pay for a trial. You haven't stuck their lashes down properly. You haven't listened to the very easy brief they've given you. There was clearly not much discussion between yourself and the makeup artist, and it looks like they put mascara on the lash because they've lost their shape. When you're choosing a false lash, choose the lash because you like the shape and then just leave it. Mascara on your natural lashes, lash on, pinch together. You're choosing a natural lash, you're choosing a false lash because they're a little bit fluffier, they have a different shape to your own lashes. Leave it. This isn't blended in. They've taken a line like this and just stuck it out here. This is terrible. I would refund this person. If I did someone's makeup and it turned out like this, refund. Airbrush as well tends to be quite a mattifying finish. And it's almost as if they've powdered on top of a mattifying finish and left all this texture on her skin. Unacceptable. Like here as well, what's happening here? Just as a makeup artist, you have this concealer going to this light eyeshadow, and then there's kind of no definition here, and it gives us this weird thing. A little bit of a brown or a light brown, just to edge this part of the eye would be really beautiful. It's not good. It's not good. And the lip as well, for a natural lip, I would stay away from these like mauvey, almost verging on purpley pinks. It's not a natural pink. I don't, yeah, I hope she didn't choose that artist to do her makeup.
I'm sorry, but look at the state of this makeup. Oh. How cakey.
Powder.
The eyebrows. This is my wedding trial makeup. I've just been for my wedding trial makeup. And now I need a new makeup artist because this is just not nice.
Not at all.
At all. I feel a bit good. Look at the eyelashes. So I need a new makeup artist. So if anybody could recommend a makeup artist that is available, that you recommend, that is tried and tested or has brilliant reviews, that anything like that is available for the Northeast. I'm getting married at Newton Hall, 26th of July. Myself and 4 bridesmaids. I feel absolutely good. Please, can you tag them in this video and help find me a nice makeup artist?
I know a lot of people that could help, but from the accents, we're quite far away from each other, so very disappointing. It's when you look at someone's face like this and you're like, I could see what I could do with your makeup for your wedding day, and then they give you results like, and then the result is this. It's very disappointing to see. Again, not to gatekeep the industry, but so many people call themselves makeup artists nowadays, and they're not. They can just do a nice makeup on themselves and then they try to do it on other people. Too much powder. Not enough skin prep is what's happening here. I actually don't believe for 1 second that if she was going for something natural, she couldn't just do with the makeup herself. Those lashes look like lash extensions that are falling off. And again, please bear in mind with photography, this is something else that makeup artists nowadays don't really consider. Photography. You've lightened this area of the face and then you have deepened, and it's the same, they use a blush on the bridge of a nose here. Fine for every day, but for photography, flash, right? Cameras, light here, dark here, it's going to make the nose look like it's going backwards and the cheeks are coming these part of the cheeks coming too far forward. They don't bear it in mind. It's a nice color palette, I'll give it that. But you can see it's too much powder, too much cakiness. It's too much powder, it's too much cakiness going on. How can you be a bridal makeup artist for someone's special day and not know enough about skin to be able to prep someone's skin or use the right foundations or this kind of stuff? If you are not ready, if your kit is not ready to perform a makeup service, don't charge for it. Don't charge for it and build up your kit. Listen, I worked for free for a very fucking long time because I wasn't ready to be charging people. You don't just charge people for makeup because you can do nice makeup on yourself and you think you know everything about it. It's very frustrating, very frustrating. Okay, so this is like a picture carousel. It says Durban makeup artist edition. Not me specifically, saying, please do not put a lot of makeup on me, looking for a natural glowy look. And it says what I asked for versus what I got. This is a very common image for brides, right? One thing you have, and the eye shape and everything like that, one thing you have to bear in mind is the lid shape. If this isn't your natural lid shape, you are not getting this without doing a cut crease like this, because you're creating that. You have to have a very specific type of nose to achieve this look as well. It's very slim. Lip shape, face, all this. You can get this color palette and it'll be beautiful. Oh. So that's obviously not it at all. This is another thing as well. For a makeup artist to be able to look at the first picture and not see that the tones involved in that are more coppery, and then they give you this yellow gold, Insane. This is a great face to do this kind of makeup on. You could have really highlighted this area here, given a nice, like, just with a bronzer, this nice smooth shape going into the brow. And the foundations is too light. I can tell there's too much powder on here already. Cracking and cracking under lids. Yeah, cute that I had to ask for my beauty spot to be unhidden. 20 minutes later, aka before leaving to leave a wedding. This is on the day. I think this is a bridesmaid. Terrible. Awful. You know what that comes from? Too much powder. There's a fingerprint here. Too much powder on top of something that hasn't been blended into the skin properly. If you're putting something wet down, something with moisture, and then you're putting powder on top, you're kind of like caking up the moisture product, and it's going to come away from the skin. The nerve people have to charge people for this. There's glitter all over her face. This is awful. This is terrible. This could be some water damage too. This new under eye trend is my favorite. Patchiness. Yeah, can you see the difference between the texture on the skin here and then the powdered heavy texture under the eye? It is not good to bake on a wedding day or any kind of photography situation under the eyes. I'm going to keep saying it until people realize. About 8 hours later, look at this. Horrendous. And again, it's really disappointing to see she has such a great face. I know it sounds really strange. She has such a great eye shape for makeup, such a great lip shape, face shape for makeup. And if somebody does this, honestly, people should be arrested for providing services they can't actually do.
My eye is not blended out. The eyeliner, I don't know what's going on. The eyelash is not even glued on properly. My lips, it's not even fully lined. I don't know what the color is.
Okay. It's terrible. So, actually, okay, so this is probably the better one. What's happening with the liner here is a very 2016 style. I think that obviously the makeup artist has used some kind of stencil or template, whether that be tape on the lid to get this really sharp line, which you don't have to. You can get a softer line like this. I just blended it out and then cut it off with concealer. That's all. The lashes aren't on properly. They're not near the lid. This could have easily been hidden. If I was a makeup artist and I finished it up and I looked at the lash and this happened, I would take a black liner or a black, any kind of liquid, maybe like a gel liner, and go over this join, and I would add a little bit here, and I would smudge the black liner so it's soft into this black here. They've used concealer as a base. You know how I know? Because of this creasing. So that's not gonna last, is it? The color palette, again, is beautiful, but this is something, again, this person could be doing at home. I'm assuming the artist stood on this side of the client when they were doing their makeup because they haven't been able to reach their hand all the way around to the lip here to fill in these corners, which is easily fixed by walking around your client or asking your client, can you just move your face towards me? Brows are beautiful. The lashes aren't terrible in terms of the shape. The only issue is, remember what I was saying earlier about bringing the lashes too far down that it brings your eyes down? Imagine if these were... It's not even so much the end of the rib you want to be matching up with your eye. It's this flick. It's this flick here you want to be matching up with here. Imagine if these were moved across and this flick was here and it was lifting up the corner of the eyes. That would be beautiful. But this is, you could be doing this at home by yourself. Skin's not the worst. That is just skin texture. However, it might be overdone a little bit. The foundation is the wrong shade too. It says wedding makeup fail. How much? $145 for wedding makeup. It turned out awful. This is what they asked for. Again, that classic neutral tones. Neutral tones, not natural. What the fuck? Here's everything that's going wrong in this picture. Of course, the lip is uneven, but we won't even focus on that. These eyes. One thing I used to do, right, when I first started doing makeup, when I was learning, is seeing a smoky eye and adding the product up here, and for some reason, wanting to achieve this perfect shape instead of blending it out. It's so bad. It is so bad. You know what? You can all see what is wrong with this. I don't even have to tell you. It is just the wrong colors. Again, people can't see the difference between a yellow gold and a copper or something like that. I paid $150 for this horrible bridesmaid makeup. Okay, not too bad. If you're a bridesmaid, you can kind of run off and fix it yourself. Or you don't want to be paying for it. Inspiration, again, really classic. Nice. Muddy. Muddy. Again, it's that difference in why are you looking at these colors that are bronzy and have a warmth to them, and then thinking, yes, I'll use these grey tone browns. Again, with that yellow. There's a difference between a yellow gold and a bronzy gold. And again, I just have to say as well, when you show someone inspiration for a picture, you can be upfront and be like, listen, your faces aren't the same, you have a different eye structure, you have a different lip structure, but we can get that color palette and that kind of shape that looks good on you. So you don't expect it to look exactly like your inspiration, but you expect it to be near. So this says, that time I got my makeup done for my friend's wedding and the makeup artist was doing me dirty in real time. Oh, no, okay. So, okay, so that might not look terrible to some people, really, because it's not the worst we've probably seen today. The lip liner's a bit, like, it's a nice lip line. I love that cold, cold color. But it needs to be brought in a little bit. Okay, here's what's happening. Let's see her face before, actually, just so I can... Okay, again, a very easy face to do makeup on. Sperm eyebrows from the 90s, which we don't need to do anymore. Don't round off your brows or square off your brows like this. It doesn't look real. It doesn't look good. I'm just gonna be straight. It doesn't look good, and everyone's talking about your brows. Sorry. And this has no kind of shape. You can do a lot with someone's natural brows, and she doesn't have very heavy brows. So you could have very nicely kept this bottom shape here, but even brought the brow up a little bit here and out to align the arch properly, which the artist didn't do. I don't know what this is, why this eyeshadow is starting higher up and then sloping down, giving us this shape with this heavy, non-blended out. She has so much room for some really good eyeshadow. Start in this corner and work up and out. This person started here and they've gone like this. And they've brought their hand down like this. So they've got this, you know, like this shape. Start out here, blend it out, and then angle it in so you get this nice slant shape. Because this is not good. Again, and there's no blend here. The color palette is beautiful. I really like the color palette. That coldness and a little bit of warmth to it too. No. Terrible. Awful. Okay, alright, let me know your opinions on these down below. Let me know if you've seen any makeup horror stories. Have you had any makeup horror stories for weddings yourself or special occasions? Let me know in the comments. Follow me on Instagram. Consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very, very soon.